So we're going to use our same workhorse and fill in these next two squares and play with our erasers. So this first square, just fill in with some medium value. Use the zigzag technique. Keep your arm moving with your wrist firm and fill in some medium value. Doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be consistent. We just need some value in here to play with our eraser, okay? Okay, now grab your kneaded eraser, and you know how this can just be shaped in any shape you want. But what we're going to do is create a smiling face inside this square, and we're going to first create a point with the eraser, and we're going to make the eyes and the nose. And the purpose of this is just to learn how to dab out value. And if it gets a little bit more graphite on the top, you can just knead it and find a clean spot and dab out a little bit more. When you're rendering, you'll have inconsistency in your value, and you can dab out certain areas and even out that value. What we're going to do is kind of carve out the graphite. We're going to create a little flat edge here and create a smiling face, the mouth, and then just a simple circle. So there's a smiling face. Okay, now this next section, we're going to use our Mono 0 small eraser. But first we need to lay in the value. All right. Now we're going to use this eraser and create just a W inside the square. So you can do quick hatch marks like this, because that comes in handy. It gives that nice thick to thin look to the mark. Just like a pencil mark when you go quick like that. Or you can just go back and forth, create a W. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. Okay, so you can play around, cross hatch inside here. It might come in handy later when you're rendering, or you can just rub it all out. Remember that fan brush we had? You can use that to get rid of this eraser dust. If we rubbed it off, we might get some graphite on our finger here. Okay, so that was the simple exercises. Pretty easy stuff, but now you know a little bit more about your tools, and we'll move on to dynamic symmetry next.